Welcome everybody, how are you? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿cómo están? Okay friends, so today we're going to continue with our character, and let's remember what we have to do. we need to improve the face. I tried to do that on Thursday, but I think that I don't need a little bit more time to try to fix the smile and some part of the expression. We improved something here with the eyes. Let me show you. It is better, but we need to what happened? Okay, we need to do some more improvements here. Okay, especially here with the mouth. Only with that we are going to finish this part, and we can merge and do all the other details that we already did on Thursday. But I needed to delete that because I have to. It is looking better. Look, we fixed this part here on the eye. We changed the eyes a little bit. We need to do that a little bit more, and then we are done with the face. Okay, so but we are not going to do that today. Today we're going to start. Also the other part. That's the first part. The other part is to create here a design for the costume. And the last part is going to create the base. So I think that today we're going to start with the base. But first I am going to delete a lot of things in the backup folders because the file is very big and I need to lower that value. Okay. So to start, I already have like an idea of how it's going to be the base here, the design of the base. We're going to start with that now. But first, again, let me delete a lot of parts that I am not going to use here in the backup section. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, the first part, let me see here. What is this? This is the hair that I am not going to use. Okay, let's delete that. What is this? I'm going to hide this. We're going to use that. What else? Here in the backup section, I'm going to delete all of this. I think that I don't need that. Let me see if nothing changed here, and if something changed, then I just bring back from the previous file. Let me see what there's the base. Okay, the head. For the head, this is the. Let me delete all of these parts that I am not going to use. For example, this one. This is the backup for the face. To do that again. Oh no, we already have that here. What else for the boots? This is the backup for the boots. Let me delete that. Let me see, maybe here I have a shrink wrap modifier, I don't know. No, I think that I already applied all the modifiers here, so that I can delete this with no problem. Hairstyle, let me see what's in here with the hairstyle. This is the piece that I didn't use. Okay, let's see it. This is the part that we split. This is the, okay, we're not going to use that because I already have divided this part, no problem. So the split here, I'm going to delete that too. Get back up, maybe this one, okay, let's see. What else? These images, I think that I don't need that. Here's the backup. I want to delete this. I don't need that anymore. Okay, what else? I need to delete to lower the size of this file. This is like backups. This is for the shoulders, the backup for the shoulders. String for the shoulders. Armature. I think that I don't need this anymore. Just in case, let's leave it like that until the final part, okay? Now for the head. For the head, I think that I'm going to delete this too. I have here the teeth. I think I can delete all of this. I can delete all of this. We're going to do this again. This one, delete it. This was the original, I think. Is it? I don't see the difference. Maybe that was the backup that I created for when I was going to start to create the new parts here. Okay, let's delete now the backup, and with that we clean the file so we can continue with the base. I didn't save, that's why I think, yes, look, it lowered a lot, but it is still too big, but don't worry, that's part of the process. For both here. Let me see something before I delete that. I'm going to change this and use this one. I'm going to change this one and use this one. Okay, now I think, this one. Okay, now I can delete all of this backup. Okay, now we clean the file, delete the save. Okay, we lower the value, but it is still a big value, and it is going to increase because we need to add more details, but don't worry. Okay, so let's start with the base. Okay, so for the base, I have an idea. Remember that this version of the character is the second Hawkgirl, Shayera Hol, and the story about maybe like the plot, the context about this character is that she is like from an alien race, something like that, from another planet. That planet was invaded by another creatures, and those like destroyed the civilization, and the civilization was needed to be restored by this like kind of police of guardians. So she's part of that let's say entity, and they came, she with Hawkman, they came here to the earth, and then wanted like to learn some techniques about police. And then they joined the Justice League and something like that. Okay, that's some kind of content. And why I am telling you about all of that, because for the base I want to create something like to represent that part of the character. So I was thinking on maybe part of the base is going to be like a mix of something like sci-fi technological and something about like primitive, like nature, like to represent like the destruction of that civilization. So that's what I am going to create something here. So I was thinking on maybe like rock solid some here I need to design something like rock that represent like that part of the destruction, and some pieces of ancient like technology, something like that. So that mix, I want to create that combination. So that's what I was thinking here for the base. Okay, so let's get started. Let me see what I have. I'm going to prepare here a new area for the base, so for the references. Okay, let me see what I got here. Hello, welcome. So for the base, let's go with this. What else? Let's go with this. Let me see this one. I don't know. If there is nothing here, let me see here. Ah, look, maybe we can create something like this. Yes. Let's see. Maybe also this one. I didn't thought about that, but maybe we can do it. I mean the skulls. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. Maybe this one too. This one. This is like part of the sci-fi technology. Maybe this one too. Here I think, oh no, this is another, this is the same. This is this one, right? Yes, I already have this. Okay, but let me just move it in here. What else? I created this with AI. Let me see which version is better. There are two different versions. So let's do both of these versions, and of course the other ones that I already generated with AI. I was thinking of maybe create like a head and a statue like here, also destroy it, of a hawk, but I was thinking maybe that is it would be better to leave that for the Hawkman when I create Hawkman one day. I don't know when, but maybe one day. This one too. I think that's all. Let me see. Yes, I already have all of that. If I'll use the hawk, and then I will import it here. Drop that here. I already no, but let me get this one. Let me delete this one because this one is bigger. Let me see the back. Okay. What else? This sci-fi. And that's all. Okay. So now let's organize our files here. So I think that I'll move my character up. Yes, I think that I need to do that to leave the base here at the level of the floor here in the app. Okay, let's. I think that the height of this is good. So let's organize this. Okay, so these are all the pieces. This one is also. I think that I'm going to create a little bit big, just a little bit big base like this one. I am thinking about that. Yes, something in the middle, like this height. Okay, so I'm going to use my base. I'm going to say here base. Base. I'm going to bring here these two files here, and these are going to be references. I'm going to use this as reference. Maybe the reference of how big the base is going to be, and no, only for that. And then I'm going to start creating here the other parts. Okay, so let's get started. I think that we can make this a little bit shorter, maybe here at the middle, because the base is going to be big, so the model, the character is not going to fall from one size or the other one. Let me make this a little bigger, smaller. Sorry. Global. Okay. We're going to lock C. And maybe. Also remember that I need to create something in here. Now I see why I didn't. Okay. Yes, now I remember why I didn't. But that is too big. Now with the new design, we don't have to worry about that. So maybe here. Let's see the difference. Yes, we can use that. And now let me see, we're going to make the height a little bit bigger, like in the middle. Let me bring this one, this one, this one, and this one. So here, like in the middle. Okay, if we want something like this, I think that we need to make this a little bit bigger. Maybe if we want to make this bigger, we can do it, but for now I think that we are good. We're going to see that. We just need to make this like that. I think that we are with that. Maybe I don't need to, let me see, now that I am watching okay, now I see. Okay. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. So I can create all of these pieces here. Yes. Now the height, let's see. Maybe let me move this down. Let's see. Maybe here is good, I think. 0.5. Okay, now we are good to start. Maybe it is going to be a little bit bigger. Okay, don't worry about that right now. I think that I am not going to move the character up yet because I don't know how this is going to be. Maybe I'm going to increase the height. I don't know, but for now this is what I have. Okay, let's delete. Hello Girish, welcome. I don't know if you were here the last week. If you want, let me explain you what we're going to do right now. We need to finish 3 more parts here for the character and we complete the character. We need to improve the face that we already did some part of that here. We need to improve here some part, design the eyebrows and all of that, and also create here a smile, a perfect smile here for the character. We need to create the details of the costume. I do not do that yet because I really don't know. Remember that I am designing this is an original design and I have no ideas right now of how this could be, but I was with the help of the AI I have some ideas, for example, and also with what I designed. Let me see, for example, some lines like this. Of course that I wanted to do that here for the costume, but to add also my details, the ones that I designed, something like this. Look, I already have something like that. So right now I don't have the idea, the clear view about that, but that's why I didn't finish that part. But I am telling you what we need to complete. And the last part, because there I already mentioned 2 steps that we need to complete, and the third step is the base. And today we're going to start with the base because I think that this is the most challenging, the last piece that is a really challenge here. Like for example the armor, like for example designing sculpting the body proportions, like the wings were the most difficult part, the hair that we already completed. Now we're going with the last of those difficult pieces, challenging pieces, that is the base. And with that we only need 2 more to complete and we finish this character. So I was saying that I want this base to be like an inspiration about I don't remember the planet where she came from, but she came from another planet that was in a long time ago. It was one of the most technological civilizations here in the universe, something like that, but they got attacked by another alien species, another alien species, so they got destroyed the cities and something like that. So here with this base I want to represent that some part of destruction and some part of technology. So I'm going to create like a mix, for example something like this and something like this. So that's my idea. Okay, right now let's continue, and this is only for reference. Let me delete. Now I'm going to I'm going to keep that. Let me see. No, I think that I'm going to delete this. Let me delete this. Faces. Let me delete this. And I'm going to just leave it like that, maybe, because I'm not going to use that. Don't have to worry about this one, but just in case, let me move this here. What happened? Okay. So now let me change the view of these shapes. I'm going to change this to wire, and then I'm going to change this to wire too. So now we have our, this is going to be like a reference for our character. Okay. So now let's create something here. Okay, I was thinking that maybe she's going to stand on the ground, and maybe the rocks are going to come here, and this is going to be a rock, or maybe something like this. I'm not sure about that yet, but I am sure about these parts here. Destruction. It's going to be really difficult because I am remember I am creating, this is an original design, so until I say okay, this is what I want, or no, this is not what I want, then we change, we're going to take some time. That's part of the process. Okay, maybe we can create something like here, and then rocks here, these rocks here. Just maybe. Okay, let's start with this. I'm going to make her to stand over like a stone with some details like this, sci-fi details. Just that's the first one. Okay, let's create that piece first. So I am going to duplicate this one that I already have here. Okay, and I'm going to change this to texture. Okay, now we can work with that. And let's change the shape of this. So for this one, I'm going to say that it move. Let me change this part like into this part, and then here it came with rocks. And let me change something else here. It is perfect, and I don't want that. So we're going to change a little bit the rotation of this one. I'm going to do this in object mode so I can keep the transformation, the local transformation. We can say that I rotate this, and I'm just going to sculpt here with just something like this. Let me make it a little bit bigger, like that. That is too much, something like this. And here this needs, maybe just like that. I like this. So this is the first piece. Let's create the block, the block out, okay, first, and then we start adding details. Remember that I am here creating this with you. I have no idea. I didn't create something before and then I'm trying to replicate it. No, I'm doing this here with you right now. So if you have any idea, please let me know in the chat, and maybe we can have a better design for that. So this is going to be like a piece like this one with some details. Let me make it maybe a little bit like that. Okay, just like that. She's going to stand on this part. What else? Okay, now let's create the rocks. This one, these rocks of destruction. This one and this one. That is going to be like a combination of some of these stones with details, and like this one. Okay, this is perfect. Here is some technology and destruction. Technology and destruction. We're going to create like a combination of that, a mix of that. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. Okay, now let's create more pieces. Let me move this one here. Now I want to create more of these characters. I want to create, but yeah, I think that I already told you that for some time we're not going to do that because we're going to do another projects. Okay. One day maybe we're going to return to, or maybe I do this on Twitch, but no. I think that those videos I can share that here. Yes. Now let's go with these pieces. I have an idea. I am going to select my original. Okay. I have even a better idea. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to create a cube. I am going. What else can I do? With that cube, let me see. I need 5 or 5. Let's go with. I'm going to create an array. 1.4. I'm going to create here 6. Let's go with 6. Maybe I'm going to delete some of those later. And let me duplicate this one. And this one is going to be here. Okay. Now we have our 6 pieces. I am going to delete this. No, apply, convert this into mesh. Convert this into mesh. Okay, now we have. How I select these parts? Select by. How can I separate this faster? I did this last week and I don't remember. Select everything and separate. Mesh. Separate by loose parts. Okay, that was okay. Now we have 6 different cubes, and with these cubes I am going to go here, transform, randomize transform. First I'm going to change the scale. The rotation in Y and in X. In Y. Let's go with 10. This one. $20. And location 2. And location, I think that we don't need that because we're going to move that here around the base. I think that the scale, I need more with scale. Let me do that. Just see. And also in Y. No, that was too much. I think that they will make this better alone, but okay, let's use what we have here. Okay, so let's go with this. I don't like the result, but we can start working. Of course, this one is too long. Let me delete this, and let's start to place. To move it in something. No. This one. What is this? Ooh. I forgot about something. I need to select all of that, but let me see if I can select to make this set origin the center of. Yes, great. Now we can do this again. But I already have the settings, so don't worry. Set origin, transform, randomize transform. Okay, now we are good. Okay, let's continue. Let's go with this one. This one is perfect. I'm going to then just make it a little bit smaller. Move it here. I'm going to move that here maybe. This is too big. I'm going to reduce this value. Too big. This is going to be rocks. For this one, let me subdivide. I'm going to subdivide the ones that are going to be rocks. Okay, like that maybe. This is a technological part. I need another rock here. Let me move all of this to other parts. This is going to be a rock subdivision. Rock. Much bigger. Let me make it a little bit like this. No, instead of doing that, I'm going to reduce its size like that. Can leave it like that. No, instead of this, the rock to be like this in this direction, and this one I'm going to rotate it here. Okay. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Now this is out of this of the base here. This one is going to be rock, but it is too that. Let's create here a subdivision surface. Okay, more rocks. We need more rocks. This one is going to be a rock. Okay, what else? At the end I'm going to create here when I merge the rocks. I'm going to code that with boolean, so don't worry if this, you can see some imperfections and some like surpasses the. So let me do this here right now. Let me create let me select this one. No, not like that. I'm going to use a plane. This plane is going to move here, and now we're good. This is the limit, so don't worry about anything else, okay? Now I need a solid the technological part or not. Yes, some kind of floor here. I need that. Let me use I'm going to use a cube or a cylinder. A cylinder or a cube? With a cylinder it follows like the here this, but I don't know if I need a cube or a cylinder. A cube maybe is going to give us a little bit of how is the word? Contrast. Yes, maybe we can do that. I'm going to use a cube, a perfect cube. That cube is going to move here, and she's going to stand over that cube. This cube is going to cover at least until here, until the rocks. So let me make this a little bit bigger. No, sorry. Here are going to be rocks for the destruction, so don't worry about that. We're going to destroy this, don't worry. Okay, this is the part where she's going to stand. Maybe a little bit smaller, so the rocks can cover this part. Yes, something like this. To apply a scale, and I'm going to move this part up. Okay, great. Technology rocks. More rocks. I need more rocks. The rocks are going to be the main part here of this figure. More rocks. Let's go with more rocks. Okay, maybe I need more of this. Here I'm going to create like a little bit lower some parts here. So maybe let me create a new technological part. I'm going to move it here and make this smaller. This, for example. I'm going to maybe we can use a cylinder here. Yes, it is better. Okay, great. Yes, that contrast. Let me cylinder. Here I'm going to move that down. No, I don't need this. I'm going to move that here, and it is going to be this part. Maybe we just need this one. But don't worry, because we're going to create a design for that. Okay, let's see. Let's use this one. Need to duplicate it and move it to voxel range now. Extrude. Okay. Now I'm going to leave it like that. I'm just going to make it smaller. Sorry, this one. The other one, this one. Like that. And let me close this one. I don't know the design, so I'm going to leave it like that. I need a little bit more of rocks, but maybe another one here. Technological parts and rocks. No, this whole part is going to be rocks. This whole part is going to be rocks. So how can I make this perfect? No, it's not going to be perfect. Rounded base. This part is going to be only perfect. Okay, don't worry. Okay, at least we have like an idea, like this blocking idea, okay? Let's start working with what we have. Let me see in what places I can move something like this. For example, I don't know. I'm going to use that right now. Let's start with these parts. Okay, rocks. Let me select all of this. Maybe, I don't know. But I want separated rocks or not? Yes, I want separated pieces of rocks too. Let's start with this one. Subdivision. I think that I can do a remesh maybe. 0.2. Let's go with 0.2. And also remember that apply a scale for all of these parts. That means all of this is going to be on base. Base, what is the base? Base. I think that's all. This one. Base and base. And I'm going to select all of this here in base, and I'm going to apply a scale for all of that. Now remesh. And let me think about something. I can do displacement, texture. Let me see here. No, the simulate, no, it's displace. What is displace? What was the name of that? This one. I'm going to generate new, and let me see what can I add here. New texture, local UV, I don't know, global, local, but I don't have the textures here. Where can I select the textures, all the textures, for example, like the ones that I use for the brushes? I want those images here. I want the texture, noise, cloud, all of those. Okay, I use the displacement. Where? I don't remember. Displays. This one, show texture. Uh, here. Let's start with noise, maybe. That's too much. I have the type on. Want normals or I want? Let's go with clouds. Clouds is a little bit better to use. Here we can change some values. This one is good. Let me see. No. This one looks good. Now I return it here. We can change a little bit the strength here. Like that. I'm creating rocks. We can sculpt that, but let's see if we can do it in this way. I'm going to change. Here we have to place with many values. Change the settings and see what do we want to do. This one looks good. Let me go to shade smooth. Smooth shading. Maybe let me create another. Surface. I have another one here. I can make this a little bit bigger. This is already what I have. Let me see if I add. Okay, not yet. It is like that. Let me see something. One moment. Dun, 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 dun. We can duplicate this one and move it here with a new, great. We're going to use clouds. Let's change to new. This one looks good. No, hard. 0.2, let me see. Soft, hard. What's this for? Voronoi. Voronoi is also another great. No, this one. This one, soft, hard, and we can reduce the size. No, this is the size. And the strength, we can reduce that here, something like that. We can create rocks with that. But I want to create something like this. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. We're going to see what can we do. So I'll go for a glass of water. I'll be back in a moment. We continue with this. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Okay, so now let me try to use a displacement, another texture here instead of this one. Let me try to use, I don't know. Okay, this one no. Wood, musgrave, marble, image. Let's go with image. Let's see if this is going to work. Textures, displacement, normal. Enough. Let me select this one. I change. I only can only use one. Oh, okay. Let me go back. No, let me select them. Let me, what else can I do? I don't like that. So I am thinking that I don't like this. It seems that I can only use one for both. If I change this to hard, I can create another texture. Okay. I know my mistake. Let me change this. Let me delete this one. This is going to be local cloud, and just cloud, and soft. Okay. Now I need to create another one. Displacement, new one, completely new displacement. Displace. This one is new, and I create new. Okay, now I can go. Let me see here instead of local. This one, let's try to use the image. And here I can use the one that I already had. I don't know. Let's see. Let's try to create something like this. Maybe I think that is better just to sculpt this. Let me see if I am going to. You know, I think that it is better if we just sculpt these parts. Okay, so new plan. Let me. I want something like that. Here. So that rock is going to came onto this part. And I can change that. This one I think that I'm going to just sculpt by myself that one. Let me just add more edges, just like that. I think that I'm going to do the same with the other ones. Division. Now what I used the mesh. Here, let me go here and let me activate all of this. So I know. Okay, great. I'm going to copy the modifiers. Sorry, I was with my with my microphone. I was talking about everything, explaining. I think that you didn't listen. So let me explain again everything. Please, first, let me welcome you if you are still here, Miguel. I was talking like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I don't know, and saying nothing. So let me explain this again, because yes, we are maybe a few minutes here, and we then have to move to kick. Okay, so let me explain you the idea. This character is the second version of Hawkgirl. She's Shayera Hol. So about the plot, the context, the story about her is that she came from another planet with Hawkman. So in that planet, that planet used to be a great civilization, a great, I don't know if technological, I don't remember, but it was a great civilization a long time ago. But another alien force invaded the planet, and they destroyed everything, and the people from that planet tried to recover from that invasion. I think that they won the battle, but the forces that I created was I don't remember the name of these soldiers, but Hawker, as you can see, was one of that soldiers. It was like a police unit. So she with Hawkman, they came to Earth to learn from the police here on Earth, and they come back. They can one day go back to their planet, something like that. I don't know if I think that they never returned because she was part of the Justice League as Hawkman, but I don't remember that part. But the thing is, with the planet, that they got destroyed and they never completely recovered, because they were some parts, some people of the planet that create their own forces, their own armies, something like that. So you have like a mix of trying to recover the planet, some parts that are with the protection of this force, and on other planets that don't. Something like kind of is happening on the Middle East. Another country invades the country. They destroy everything, and some militia forces try to control some parts, something like that. And you can see that they have some principal cities that have some part of the recovery, but another parts that are desert and destruction, something like that. So in this base, I try to represent that. So I am playing with three things here. The rocks that represent the destruction. These parts here that are going to be rocks, but with some kind of patterns to show like the ancient civilization that one day they used to be, and the technological part that is going to be these two pieces that are going to be something like sci-fi, like this, and maybe like this. Okay, so that is my idea, and now I am playing, because as you know, all the things that I do here, I just came here and do it here with you. Okay, so that's kind of the explanation of the context that I am doing right now. I just looking at the references. So what I did to create the rocks, because I want maybe I don't want this one, I don't like this rock, or I don't know, I don't like this rock here. Maybe let me see. I'm going to I don't know, I'm going to change that. So to create this kind of rocks, because we're going to remesh and add more details, so don't worry about that, I just play with subdivision, then I add a remesh to add more topology, just simple remesh, not too much, because I'm going to do that. Maybe we can add more, I don't know, to have more details, but I think that no, that's not necessary. We can leave it like that. I'm going to change this later if I need to do that, so don't worry. Remember that here we try different things. Okay, and I play with that, and I add a displace to change this kind of weird random style. And I just, for the first one, I just use the ones that came here with Blender, clouds or something like that. What else? Let me see. Maybe I can change this, I don't know, maybe with Musgrave. No, that's too much. Maybe with, instead of Musgrave, noise, and then we have to reduce the values. But now I choose cloud. Also because, so if I change here, everything's going to change, because I copy the modifier. So I need to, if I want to change this one, I need to create a new. Okay, I didn't know that. And if let me see if I clear parent and keep transformation, and then I change this one to, I don't know, noise again. It changed for everyone. I didn't know that. It seems that I need to do that again. I mean, let me go back to cloud. No, clouds. It is clouds. What happened? Is clouds? Okay, what happened? No. I just changed to noise and then it didn't return to. Okay. So I play with that, clouds, and then I also add another one, another subdivision, and then I add another displace. And in this place I download a texture and use the displace texture, that is this one, to use that as a instead of clouds. I use that, and I just change the values, and I am playing with that. So that is what I am doing, what I did today. But I need to see, because I am not sure. Maybe I want another thing, I don't know. Right now I am just playing with values. That's sad that I need to, maybe if I change the displays and I do it again, then I will have, I am not going to have that problem. Let me see, just one moment. Let me save just in case. Let me delete that displays, and let me add a new displays. Something that you need to know: don't duplicate the displays. If you can see that here I have two displays. Don't duplicate, because if you change something here, it is going to change in the other one. So try to create a new displays and then change the values. Okay, here let me go here and let me add I'm going to use noise. Okay, so look, it doesn't matter if I copy the modifiers. I need to replace those displays with new ones, and then I can play with that. So let me 0.4. Yes. Okay, good to know. This is the preview. Noise is just that. I can. And every time that I change it changed also the. Okay. So yeah, just noise. So if I just go. Okay. Let's go with Musgrave. Hetero terrain. Let me see the preview. More rigid. No, this one not. No, this one not. Multifractal. Maybe that. I can distort maybe here the dimension, just go to 1. Intensity, let's reduce this to 0.5. I don't know. You have to play here with all the settings. I'm just trying to find one that I will be happy with that. No, that one was not good. I'm going to leave it like that and just change the strength here to 0.2. Let's see. Just maybe this one is better. I like this one. And like that, you just have to play with the settings until. And again, I'm going to change this. I'm going to, with the brushes, I'm going to move to cover this part. And that's kind of the idea. So I was saying, maybe if you have more ideas, please let me know so I can add that here. We're going to take some time because remember, I am creating this here with you. I need to add some details. Let's see. Maybe I can sculpt something here, or maybe I just need to do a remesh. I don't know. Okay, so that's kind of the process here. Okay, so I think that's all for today because I need to go to Kick and continue the work there. So let me create the thumbnail. Yes, and this is all for today, friends, because I need to go to Kick and continue with the character. We have to play with the values. What else can I? Let me add this one here. I don't know. Copy these modifiers. Or no, I don't like that. Let me leave it like with no subdivision for now, then I'll change if I need to do that. Okay, so this is all for today, friends. Please let me know if you have an idea, so maybe we can add that here. Please remember, if you're new in this channel, remember to subscribe, give a like, share this content with others, and leave a comment below. Also, you can join our Discord server if you want. You can ask questions about 3D and games there. Also, 3D and games, please follow me on social media accounts, X, Instagram, and TikTok, where I am uploading things about 3D and games too. And my portfolio, of course. If you want me to collaborate with your project as a freelancer, you can contact me. There is my email. There is also multiple ways: LinkedIn, maybe social media, or maybe you can create a project on CD Trader or Upwork and just send me a message. There are multiple ways if you want to contact me for a project. Also, if you don't want to miss the content that I'm creating in the other platforms, remember that I am in Kick and in Twitch as Franz and Sarko. You have the links there. For now we are creating small projects, and I think that I am not going to upload the day by day because I think that you don't want to see that, but I'm going to upload here on YouTube the time lapses. I am already working on the first project that we finished on Kik, that it was the Lapras. I am already creating the video, the time lapse video about that project. I'm going to upload that on this Sunday, I think. Just let's see if I finish. I'm going to upload that this weekend. So remember that here the schedule is like on YouTube. Here we are Monday to Thursday mornings with Blender streaming sculpting, and on weekends evening streaming nights, Fridays and Saturdays. And Kik, we are after this streamings were on Kik on Twitch, but depending on the day, because Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays after YouTube we are on Kik, and Thursdays, Tuesdays and Fridays we are on Twitch. Okay, so 3 days and 6 days on YouTube. Okay, so also remember, if you want to support the channel, there is a PayPal link there, and also even better, you can get something in exchange of your support, that is to get one of these models. Maybe you want assets for your games or animations, you can get those on TurboSquid, on my profile of TurboSquid. Or maybe you want sculptures for 3D printing, you can get those on Colts3D, on my profile of Colts3D. Or if you want everything and you want a third option, you can go to CG Trader. You can find me on CG Trader. So yes, that's all. And with all of that, I know that you maybe like this kind of content, so I can continue doing this, because remember that this is my I want to monetize this channel. This is selling these figures, and here creating this here with you. All of these projects is my main. I want to make this my main way of income, so I really appreciate your support. And if you don't want to spend something, just came here and subscribe and give it a like and share this content. It is also a great help, and it is free, and I will be really grateful. Maybe the community, I think that the community will be really grateful, because the ones that were here from the beginning, they are like watching, looking at all the progress that we made here. They are collaborating with the project, so they are part, all of you are part of the success of this channel. Okay, of this, remember that we are just starting. We have bigger plans for this channel. I have more projects here with you. We're going to start with 3D modeling. Maybe in the future we're going to do animations. I think that I already have the next project, that is going to be an animation and modeling and animation of a special character that I wanted to create for a long time ago. Maybe we can make some in the future. We are going to not maybe in the future we are going to create small projects, small games, mini games, so we can try different things, as the same thing that we do here. I came here with an idea and we try to create that, trying different methods. So that's all. Yes, I wanted to say that. So maybe the new ones that came here, maybe they have like more context about the channel. Okay, and maybe they are interested, and they can subscribe. So yes, so remember, now I'm going to Kik. So in a few minutes I'm going to start with continue with the project on Kik. We're creating an executor. So if you want to watch that process, please follow that channel. You can join me in a few minutes. Okay, so that's all. We're going to continue tomorrow if nothing happens with this character here on YouTube. Thanks for coming. Please remember to subscribe, and see you in the next one.